one to go. And we're set and ready to go racing here at the Bureau County Speedway. Roger Rebholz and Junior Schickel up front, Larry Yardley and Todd Bennett in row 2, and Marty Thompson and Ryan Byers. We're racing. Rebholz in the leader, but here's the S10 of Junior Schickel down to the inside. Schickel sideways during the hot laps. He's got that really light suspension on the one side. Hooking up Todd Bennett wants to get past Roger Rebholz. Bennett charges to the inside of Rebholz. Bennett for second. Clear caution the Speedway. 25, Marty Thompson moving slowly on the backstretch. Frank Racing Engines S10 of Bloomington. Junior Schickel, your leader, as we look to return to racing action here at the Bureau County Speedway. One lap of 10 complete. It's Rebholz and Bennett in the second row, then Yardley and Byers. That's Watson. Turn 4. Rebholz sticking down to that low side, but Junior Schickel getting a good boost off on the high side as he's got that car hooked up. He's right up against the cushion. It's a little bit to move on up. The 04 of Larry Yardley gets a little bit sideways on the front stretch as the leaders now moved all the way down the back stretch. Really cracking that engine. Here's Junior Schickel. Bennett with a challenge inside of Rebholz. Second now. Rebholz with a good battle for second until it and Bennett sets the sights on Junior Schickel. Flag this time side by side on the last lap. Junior Schickel, your leader, as he comes through turn 4. Bloomington, Illinois tomorrow. I'll do a radio show with this gentleman. He's really been dominant here at the Bureau County Speedway and also at the Peoria Speedway, 3-time track champion in the late models here. We'll talk to Junior tomorrow morning during a 2-hour racing show. He's just giving us something else to talk about here. How about it? For Frank Schickel Jr., your winner. One 1 to go. It's Dave York and Mike Cothran, Joe Wyatt, Darren Miller, one David Tuff, Jeff Hartzell, and Flip Schickel. 10 laps the distance. Heat race number 2 with the late models, with the sportsman cars in line next. York takes the field down the backstretch, and all eyes go to turn 3. The status lights are clear. It's York and Cothran and the green. Cothran, the early leader, he leads York into turn 2. It's 32 Darren Miller and 86 Joe Wyatt. Then David Tuff, Jeff Hartzell, and Flip Schickel. Lap 1. Like Miller wants to challenge the inside of 51 York down the backstretch. It's 32D. Darren Miller up to second. Now Joe Wyatt looks to make the same move down the backstretch in the H6 car. Cothran a big leader. Battle on the racetrack. 4th, 5th, and 6th. It's Cothran, your leader. Miller in 2nd, York in 3rd. 4th is 112 David Tuff. Jeff Hartzell looking for this. Joe Wyatt. Flip Schickel trailing those guys. Anyway, we'll watch him into turn 1 right now as Hartzell tries to make the pass on Wyatt. Single file. The leader will get the green flag. Your leader in turns 3 and 4 right now. Here's the green flag for Mike Cothran. Miller in the Terra sponsor 32 car. Leader in 4, Mike Cothran, the white flag. Dominated this heat as Junior Schickel dominated in the 75 out of turn 4. Here is the Autobahn Contractors car at 75. 32 Miller in 2nd. David Tuff to the challenge of York, but York 4th, 5th to Hartzell, 6th to Flip Schickel, and 8-6 Joe Wyatt. We'll encourage the sportsman cars to be in line, please. Here is the 75 to Victory Lane at Rogers Machine Shop night. The Autobahn and Son Contractors car number 75, also sponsored in part by Race Engineered Components, REC Racing, as Kathy Casterison gets the victory photo on Rogers Machine night. How about it for 75, Mike Cothran? 1 to go. Corey Roque and Thomas Franks up front. Cowboy Bob in the 63. 99 Wayne Sims. 91 Leon Cade. 3 racing Jason Anderson. And 12 Kevin Andres. 10 laps the distance. Heat race number 1 for the sportsman cars as they come into 3 and 4. We will take them one more lap to go racing. Corey Roque and Thomas Franks, Cowboy Bob Miller and Wayne Sims, Leon Cade and Jason Anderson, Kevin Andres. That's the field for this 10-lap heat race this evening. Let's watch them as they accelerate down the backstretch now when it turns 3 and 4. It's Roki and Franks in the green. Sportsman, Heat 1, Roki your leader. Cowboy Bob to second. Wayne Sims getting a little bit sideways there to third as 91 Leon Cade begins to challenge for that third position. It's Cade in the black and white 91 as your leader. Roki drifts on over. Meantime, Cowboy Bob says, hey, give me that lead. It's Bob Mueller down the backstretch, your leader. Roki in second and Sims and Cade. Lots of good action in the Sportsman Heat 1. Race car ready to do a pass here in the turn, unable to do it. We're working around lap traffic, the 12 of Kevin Andres. Everyone to get in line successfully and make a clean pass. Andres, good sportsman-like move. Cowboy Bob, your leader. Roki looks to challenge Mueller, and here comes Wayne Sims. Don't you love those cartoon characters on that 99 car? Looking good. Sims, the inside of Roki. No go as Leon Cade has to get out of the gas and Sims gets the car sideways. Roki begins to challenge Mueller, and Mueller, it all goes up. Oh my, just as he entered turn number 3, I think we have it. He'll pull it to the infield. We have caution in the Speedway. Just that quickly. Things go south for Cowboy Bob, and he'll have to take it back to the ranch. So Corey Roki claims his inheritance with Sims in the 99 running in second. Let's watch him down the backstretch now. Double 0 Thomas Franks. And the 12 of Kevin Andres. That's the field. Sims and Anderson in the battle for second. Roki gets a little bit high here in the turn. Claims the lead, and the 7 Roki car clipped by the 3 of Anderson. A little bit of that front bumper left here on the front stretch, and that brings caution. Sims, Roki, Anderson, Franks, and 12, Kevin Andres. With 4 laps left. Can't get much closer, can they? Well, we hope they don't anyway. We're racing again. Anderson drifts up high, loses some position there. As Sims, your leader, Roki in second. Racing Jason to second with 2 laps to go. And now Jason, head first into the turn 4 wall. Jason Anderson fought the wall, and the wall won. And once again, we have caution. Well, we put a Band-Aid on the wall on the front stretch. Got it all squared away. Hopefully Jason will be able to put a Band-Aid on the race car. 6th Street still car, and join us a little bit later. Status lights are clear. Just a couple of laps left to go. Wayne Sims, your leader. down to just a couple of race cars, but anything can happen. Boy, this race sure has proved it. 2 laps to go. Let's turn our eyes to 3 and 4 as the white flag unfurls. Second, and double zero Thomas Franks rounding out the top 3. Sportsman Heat 2 comes to the Speedway very quickly. Modified heats after that as Kathy Kosterison loads up the camera, brings out the checkered flag, and we'll salute our winner in the 99 car, Wayne Sims. Sportsman Heat 2. 44 Keith Lucas in the 32J of Jason Jaggers. 67 Steve Oder and 38 Matt Moon. The 10 of Brian Moon, 35 Cookie Wetzel, and 40 Andrew Schooling. Andrew Schooling. See the R4 of Don Cole Jr. also joining the field as everybody's in line for Sportsman Heat 2. Modifieds in line, please, in the infield. Modifieds. Lucas and Jaggers, that ought to be a pretty good battle. We'll watch them as the status lights go clear. Here come the Sportsmen. Jaggers, Lucas, Oder, and the 38 of Matt Moon all hung closely together. Moon has to get out of the gas as he comes into contact with Lucas. Over in the second right now, right behind the 32J of Jaggers. Cookie Wetzel looks to the inside of 44 Lucas. Down the backstretch they go. Trying to follow the yellow 35. He does so, and we're side by side down the backstretch. Oder, Jaggers, Wetzel. 38, Brian Moon underneath the 44 of Keith Lucas. As Lucas slips back to 6th. Cookie Wetzel running in 3rd. Jason Jaggers up high on the top of turn 2 and the top of turn 4. That's an opportunity to pass. We'll see what happens here in the turn. Everybody develops a bit of a push this time. Cookie Wetzel off the base of the backstretch. The white flag for race number 2. record. Who's in fourth of me? On Rogers Machine Shop Night, Barrel Enterprises, Big Apple Restaurant, Stanfield Custom Builders, Bearing Distributors International, all sponsors for 67. Steve Oder, your winner. '55 McMahill on the pole. The old supper club car, Cowboy Antiques as well. With 21B, check it with 99, Tim Kimmery. 81, Mel Hooper. 25, Marty Thompson. 22, Jeff Maher. G1, Mike Garland. 26, Paul Smith. Modified heat race number 1. McMahill with a feature victory in the late model division in Peoria last Saturday night. Like to pick up a heat race here. Mel Hooper sticks right on his tail as Kimmery moves to the high side. There's 25, Marty Thompson. Mechanical trouble in his late model. He's out with a new body and a modified now. Not sure if this is a new race car or just a new body on the 25 car, but he sure is running right up front. It's Hooper to the inside of McMahill with Thompson in third. Here comes 22, Maher. Oh, it's dangerous when these open wheel cars go wheel to wheel. You never know when somebody will rub a wheel and send a car up into the air. Happened here in the front stretch as McMahill and Hooper got together. Everybody comes to it cleanly. Can't get much closer. McMahill, Hooper, and Thompson. Now Mike Garland underneath Maher. Look at that, all 5 race cars right close together. This is the definition, and they go 3-way down the backstretch. This is the definition of tight racing. What modified racing's all about, similar cars. Putting the skills of the driver to the test. Mel Hooper of Princeton, your leader. With Marty Thompson and Ron McMahill, second and third. Sponsors for the 81 of Mel Hooper. Thompson Racing Engine, one of the major sponsors for 25, Marty Thompson. A lot of prime-time exposure right now. Green flag, going to be a 2-lap drag race. Down the backstretch, that moves him side by side with Mel Hooper, who's riding the rim on the high side and not getting out of the gas. Now Hooper drifts up and Marty Thompson to the difference, Thompson accelerating into the bottom side of turn 1. He used that to his advantage. Hooper trying on the high side, he'll be unsuccessful. Thompson, your winner, 81, Mel Hooper. 99, Tim Kimmery, modified heat race number 1. That's the advantage when you bring 2 race cars. One of them breaks down, you just go jump in the other one, do twice as well. Conklin Ag, Thompson Racing Engines. Cernovich Towing. Supreme Oil, some of the sponsors for 25, Marty Thompson. Sean Evans and Don Bell, Tom Jensen, and Mark Verbeck, Robbie Verbeck, Carl Beatty, and Alan May. That's the field in heat race number 1 for the modifieds. Check it, heat race number 2 for the modifieds. Status lights are clear with Evans and Bell up front. Verbeck and Bell, a little bit of tap into the bumpers there. 41 Jensen to the inside of 33 Evans. It's Jensen. Mark Verbeck in third, or Robbie Verbeck in fourth. Back in the field. So it's Jensen, Verbeck, and 15 Alan May. Mark Verbeck drifts high, Robbie to second. Verbeck family putting up a pretty good battle here. As 21B Don Bell retires from mechanical difficulties. May now advances on Mark Verbeck. That's the battle third and fourth. Jensen leads the heat race down the backstretch into turn 3 and 4, and to victory from Winona. And Robbie, Carl Beatty, and Sean Evans. Valve Auction also a sponsor for 41 Jensen as we complete our modified heat races. Kathy will get the victory photo on Rogers Machine Shop night. The Wooden Nickel Tavern in Rutland and Valve Auction Service. Sponsors for 41, Tom Jensen. Lucas in the 34 and 25, Brian Cook on the front row. 76, Eric Balancifan, 9, Todd Balancifan. 35, Bob Goodman. Inside row number 3. Bombers, you'll be next up. Racing. 34. Oh my, we've got a car upside down. It's the 25 of Brian Cook right into one of the farm tires in 3 and 4. That brings an immediate stop to the racing action. And as you can see, Brian's out of the race car. That's good news. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bureau County Speedway, late model heat race number 1 here on May 29th. 51 Dave York and 23 Flip Schickel, 6H Joe Wyatt and 112 David Tuff, 10 Roger Rebholz and 27 Brian Byers, 10 J Bruce Johnson and T2 Todd Bennett, and 1 Matt Yore. That'll be the lineup. You can watch the laps pull down on the Coors Light scoreboard. Hey, here they come into 3 and 4. That bright thing up in the sky is sunshine. We're racing again at the Bureau County Speedway. Flip Schickel was a winner Saturday night at Peoria Speedway. In his heat race, the youngster off to an early lead with the youngster David Tuff right behind. 51 Dave York. This is lap 1. Byers in the 27th and Wyatt in the 6th and 10 Rebholz as the custom car care 23S of Flip Schickel, your leader. Schickel leads the thundering herd, the closest battle, that battle for 3rd and 4th. With 51 York and 27 Byers, then the T2 of Todd Bennett trying to work his way under Roger Rebholz. 5th, 6th, and 7th positions. Flip Schickel, your leader, starting from the outside pole. David Tuff in 2nd. Here's Bennett to the inside of Joe Wyatt. Cannot get the job done. Wyatt holds him off, and we're halfway through. Bennett of East Peoria, the T2, trying to make his way through the field with Roger Rebholz right on his tail. It's 6 Joe Wyatt. Right in front of him right now, Flip Schickel. David Tuff of Princeton in the 112 is 2nd. Boy, they may have to rename this racetrack Schickel after this. All the victories his uncle's had, and now Flip Schickel Jr., your leader. Coors Light scoreboard shows 3 laps to go. Here's Flip Schickel, the Koenig Chemical Schwartz Fun Raceway car. Your leader, David Tuff, beginning with Schickel moves to the outside. Now Schickel begins to extend it as he keeps his foot into the gas all the way through turn 3, up against the cushion through 3 and 4. The white flag and 1 lap for Flip Schickel. David Tuff in 2nd. Bright blue bullet chassis race car through the turns and to the checkered. Your winner is Flip Schickel. 112 David Tuff, 27 Brian Byers, and T2 Todd Bennett. After that. Well, he's got a couple of more days in school yet before it's officially summertime, but he's beginning summertime on the right note, isn't he? Koenig Amoco, Slots of Fun Raceway, Custom Cars, Custom Car Care and Used Car Center, Wilkie Trucking, some of the sponsors. For the 23S, put your hands together for Flip Schickel. From Lanark, Illinois, 94, Terry Canuti, the Dyson Welding car. 75, Mike Morgan in the Autobahn car. 50 is Steve Morgan, 82, Denny Gray. Michael Cardine. Scheduled inside row number 3. Don't see the car on the speedway. 32, Darren Miller. 04, Larry Yardley. 25, Marty Thompson. And S10, Junior Schickel. 10 laps the distance. First one was a good one. Let's hope second one is too. And we're racing. Mike Morgan, the 75-year leader down the backstretch with Canuti in second. Steve Morgan third, and 32, Darren Miller looks racy. 82, Denny Gray. Motor trouble and had to leave early last week. Eddie Gray right now up to 5th, and it looks like he wants to move on the Miller car, but right now Mike Morgan is showing everyone their way around the County Speedway. You will be next. Sportsman next. Morgan is really taking charge of this field. Darren Miller in second. 4, 5, and 6. Morgan, 25, Marty Thompson, 82. Denny Gray and S10 Junior Schickel. 25, Marty Thompson. Chase. Morgan through the turn. Pass. The 04. Stretch. And Larry Yardley leads the speedway in front of your leader, Mike Morgan. Here's caution in the speedway. Somebody lost a spring. My guess is it was the 04 of Larry Yardley who pulled off. As the field gets the 1 to go signal, Mike Morgan started outside pole. He's been your leader. It's Darren Miller, and then Steve Morgan, Marty Thompson, Denny Gray, and Junior Schickel. 4 laps to the checkered with the sportsman heats up next. Here come the late models. Thompson trying to advance into that 3rd place as he goes side by side with Steve Morgan, but Morgan's not ready to give it up. He keeps his foot full to the floor. Into turn number 1, Denny Gray and Junior Schickel close behind. It is Mike Morgan, your leader, Darren Miller, then Marty Thompson and Steve Morgan. 2 laps to go this time by. Bob and Sons car number 75 receives the white flag. Dancing in the turns, been able to keep up on the straightaway. Down the backstretch they go. Marty Thompson now strongly in 3rd as the checkered unfurled. It's Darren Miller, Marty Thompson, in your top 4. It'll be double features tonight for the late models as we make up a feature from an earlier rain out plus our regular program here on WAJK Radio Nights. The Autobahn & Sons Contractors Race Engineered Components 75. Your winner is Mike Morgan. Thomas Franks, Bob Mueller, Wayne Sims, DJ Richardson, Leon K, Don Cole. As they come down the backstretch, the status lights are clear. All eyes to turn 3, and then to turn 4 is Corey Roque. Thomas Franks, bring the green. Sportsman heat racing underway. Here's Wayne Sims looking to the inside down the backstretch, can't get the pass made. Sims realizes it's 10 laps. You can't win it all on lap number 1. It's Leon K to 4th. And he appears to be racing as well. So we'll watch his charge through the field. Meantime, Sims continues. Mueller in third. Mueller reading a race last week, and something let loose under the hood. Here's a challenge for the lead. Sims and Roque. Contact with Richard Sims, your new leader. Here's DJ Richardson inside of Leon Kane, and they'll go side by side through turn 2. DJ Richardson wants to go around Bob Mueller in the 63 now. He pulls back and pulls it in line. Mueller gets sideways. Richardson nearly comes to the wall. Leon Cade to the inside of Richardson. Your leader, Sims, are on the 12th car. Corey Roque as well. Sportsman heat race number 1 with action all over the Speedway. There's Bob Mueller with he's pulling the infield. As the battle for third, the title on the Speedway, Cade and Richardson. The backstretch, your leader is slowed. 99 Sims is slowed. Here's 7 Roque as he goes past your leader with the white flag. Wayne Sims moving slowly. Something mechanically braking the car very quiet as he comes down the front stretch. Wayne Sims. That leaves a battle for the lead on the backstretch with Roque. A little bit of push in the race car. You can see he's got to turn hard. DJ Richardson trying to make the pass as well. Roque with the block. Roque, your winner, with Leon Cade second and DJ Richardson in third. The R4 of Don Cole in fourth. There is Sportsman heat race number 1. Woo, need a little more action there. Here's your winner, the 7 car. The Cutter and Company, Food and Spirits, Williams Construction. The Princeton Welding Shop, car number 7. Put your hands together for Corey Roque, your winner, here on WAJK Nights. 1 to go. Keith Lucas and Jason Jaggers up front. Steve Oder and Matt Moon with a new sponsor on that race car. We'll welcome Vandermeer's Lawn Improvement. It'll be 10 Brian Moon, 35 Cookie Wetzel, and 3 Racing Jason Anderson. With the modifieds lining up in the infield. Let's go Sportsman Racing. Jason Jaggers jumps to an early lead. Steve Oder in second. The 44 of Lucas in third, then 10 Brian Moon. This is lap 1. Yeah, well, a pretty good battle shaping up with the 32 Jaggers and 67 Oder. And then 44 Lucas and 10 Moon back to fourth. Here's a battle for the lead down the backstretch. 67 Oder and 32 Jaggers. Oder with a pass underneath in turn 3. Now it's 10 Brian Moon to third. 38 Matt Moon looks underneath the 44 of Keith Lucas as the battle for the lead is gotten tight again. Jason Jaggers begins to chase 67 Steve Oder. Jaggers, the race car handling a little bit better in the turns. Oder a little bit better on the straightaway. Here they come. Two to go. 67 Steve Oder. 32 Jason Moon. And the white flag. Here's your winner, 67, Steve Oder. Brian Moon. 38, Matt Moon. And 35, Cookie Wetzel. Well, a multiple-time visitor to Victory Lane here on WAJK night. Here's his first visit. Goodrum Standard, Big Apple Restaurant, Stanfield Custom Builders, Bearing Distributors International, Farrell Enterprises as well. 67 Steve Oder, your winner. Sportsmen have completed their action. Next up it's modifieds. 55, Ron McMahill. 99, Tim Kimmery. 81, Mel Hooper. 25, Marty Thompson. 22, Jeff Maher. G1, Mike Garland. 26, Paul Smith. 10 laps the distance. Modified second heat begins assembling in the infield. Street stocks will be next as we're ready to join the modifieds here on WAJK Radio Night. Here they come. Can't get much better than 3 wide. That's what we got working down the backstretch. Now Maher has to get out of the gas as they enter turn 3. Mayhill, your leader, Hooper, then Thompson, Kimmery, Maher, Garland, and Smith. Mayhill gets sideways, gets her turned around, gets it up in the air, but stays on all 4 wheels. That brings caution as your leader gets into difficulty at the bottom of turns 1 and 2. Since your leader brought out the caution, it's a double wide start. Marty Thompson, the yellow 25. No start, no start. Status lights are clear. Thompson and Maher lead the field. With your leader spinning to the infield, the double wide start. Here we go. Oh, listen, they got their foot in it all the way around the racetrack, don't they? Slight advantage, and it's Marty Thompson, Mike Garland. Garland looks to move on Thompson here. And it's Mel Hooper, Tim Kimmery, and Paul Smith. Maher drifts high, Marty Thompson through the low side. To move on. 3rd place, Mike Garland. Got two-car battles with less than 5 to go. Thompson always able to challenge on the low side, but Maher makes the high side and cushion work for him. Here's caution now for the 99 of Tim Kimmery up in turn number 2. A Cargill-sponsored race car up on the cushion, inside cushion of the Speedway. That means caution. Status lights are clear, we're racing. As Tim Kimmery leads the field around, it's 22 Maher, 81 Hooper, 25 Thompson. The Coors Light Bureau County Speedway scoreboard shows 3 laps to go. This has been nothing but a great modified battle. And they're 3 wide down the backstretch. Marty Thompson assumes the lead. G1 Garland. But you never know till it's over. Let's watch them through turn number 4. Your winner. 22 Jeff Maher, G1, Mike Garland. There is heat race number 1 for the modifieds. That feature tonight's going to be a dandy, isn't it? You see Thompson Racing Engines right onto the front of this modified race car. Cernovich Towing, Supreme Oil, Conklin Ag. Some of the sponsors as Kathy gets the victory photo here on WAJK night. 25, Marty Thompson from Mineral, your winner. Modifieds with a great showing this evening in Heat Race 1. And we're looking forward in Heat Race 2 as well. '21B Don Bell 41. Tom Jensen 62. Mark Verbeck 60, Robbie Verbeck. 21, Carl Beatty. 15, Alan May. And E33, Sean Evans, who is scheduled to start on the pole, but elects to start at the rear of the field. Street stocks, line them up in the infield, please. Street stocks, you will be next. Please join us in order on pit road. Thank you. So it'll be Don Bell and Tom Jensen. Status lights are clear. Here's the green. Robbie Verbeck in the 60 quickly jumps to second. It's Mark Verbeck in the 62 behind him, and here's 21, Carl Beatty to third already on lap 1. From Winona, Illinois, 41, Tom Jensen, your leader. As the field begins to spread out. Jensen's got the field in hand. Robbie Verbeck in second. It's Carl Beatty and Mark Verbeck after that. Sounds like the 15 of Alan May has some engine difficulties. Maybe it was the 33 of Sean Evans of Princeton. Somebody having some motor problems. Evans is slow to the back. Attention to the infield drivers, street stock cars. We need you lined up right now. Street stock cars, your heat races are next. In a pretty good battle for a second. It's 60 Robbie and 62 Mark. Mark trying to work his way underneath Robbie. Let's watch him. 2 laps to go. Your leader is Tom Jensen. white flag. Bobby continues to hold off Mark in the battle for second as the checkered unfurls on the front stretch. Bobby Burbeck and Carl Beatty 1 through 4. On WAJK Radio Night, Jensen Trucking, the Wooden Nickel Tavern, Lauf Auction Service, all sponsors. 41 from Winona, Tom Jensen. 71, Buddy Boyd, and 25, Brian Cook. There's your front row on the lineup card. 40, Matt Polich, and 35, Bob Goodman Jr. 47, Andrew Samay, 10W, and 99X. Bomber Heat 1, once the street stocks are lined up. Bomber Heat 1. And Buddy Boyd and Brian Cook have the field in line down the backstretch. 8 laps the distance. The status lights show we're ready to go racing here at Bureau County. Dixon's Buddy Boyd, your leader. It's Brian Cook, then Bob Goodman and Matt Polich. Brian Cook doing a little bit of agricultural racing in the infield. He's still rolling, though, no caution. Here's the caution in the Speedway now. Hey, you want to catch all of the action video from tonight's or any night here at the Bureau County Speedway or the Peoria Speedway, we invite you to check out the Sharp action videos right next to the beer stand in the main concession area. Great way to start off a party, whether it's midweek or midwinter. Superb coverage of the action here at Bureau County and the Peoria Speedway as well. Buy or rent a tape, see the folks from Sharp Action Video. You'll be glad you did. Buddy Boyd leads the field on Street Stock Heat 1. Bob Goodman, who's had a good deal of success here, I believe he leads the point standings in the Street Stock division. Second, Buddy Boyd, your leader, Buddy Boyd. They're side by side down the backstretch. Can't have much more fun than that now, can you? They're side by side now, bumper to bumper. We still don't know who's the big. Right now, Goodman, your leader. Here's caution as the 10W car is sideways in the turn. And that'll bring the caution flag out here on the front stretch. It's countryside sales for Dixon's ZTR riding mowers and steel power tools. Mare Oil, quality lubricants. Supreme Motor Oil, Illinois Oil Products. Mishlik Ag Center. Union Bank, WGLC, Lee's Water Conditioning, Connecticut Water Systems. Beck's Express. We want to say thank you to all of these folks for being sponsors here at the Bureau County Speedway. Back to green with Bob Goodman, last Monday night's winner at the Peoria Speedway. Here's Bob Goodman. Goodman at the checkered. Boyd, Polich, and Buck Welch. That's your top four. Street stock heat race number 1. Well, it's a pretty good idea that on WAJK radio night, the WAJK radio car does well. Can't hurt to do well. Sponsors night, now can it? Thompson Seamless Guttering, GST Productions, Tri-County Auto Parts, Hardline Graphics, and WAJK Radio. Superwash, also a sponsor. 35, Bob Goodman, your winner. Let's look to heat race number 2. It'll be 33R Justin Rutledge and 34 Brian Lucas, 9 Todd Bellensiefen, 44 Randy Lucas, 112 Corey Endress, and 77 Rick Bartow. In heat race number 2, you can find all the point standings in this week's program. Also a reminder, no smoking here in the grandstands, please. We'll appreciate your cooperation. No smoking in the grandstand area. Please reserve that for the party area outside the concession stand. So Justin Rutledge in the 33R and 34, Brian Lucas are on the front row with the status lights clear. 8 laps will be the distance. Street stock heat race number 2. The Bombers next in sight. Slow and steady pace for Rutledge. Lucas on the high side. Here is the green. Let's go racing. 34 Lucas, your leader, with 44 Lucas right behind him. Here's 9 Todd Bellensiefen in third, and down the backstretch. Now to turns 3 and 4. Everybody going to lean a little bit. Trying to push their way through forward, the Lucas family. Holding claim to first and second, it's Brian Lucas and Randy Lucas. Side by side and wheel to wheel. They've got a lock on the first and second positions. Todd Bellensiefen wants to change his name to Lucas just so he can get up there. Let's watch him through 3 and 4 now. It's Randy, your leader. riding the rim around the high side. Todd Balanciefen looking to make the pass. Cannot do it. In turns 1 and 2, they're down the backstretch. Randy Lucas, your leader. Brian Lucas in second. Todd Balanciefen in third. And we're going a good distance back. Rick Bardo in the 77 currently running in fourth. Here's the green flag indicating 2 to go. So let's watch the battle for second. Who's it going to be tonight, race fans? Lucas or Balanciefen? Randy Lucas leads them with 1 lap to go. We're watching second and third. They've all seen the white linen, and now it's 1 lap in the checkered. Brian Lucas in second, Todd Balanciefen in third. Down the backstretch they come. At the checkered, your winner is Randy Lucas in the Rays place car. Plus Brian Lucas, the hitching place car in second, with 9, Todd Balanciefen in third. Good competitive street stock racing. Heat race number 2 here on WAJK Radio Night. In the car 44, your winner. He'll bring it around, and Kathy Casteros will get the victory photo. On WAJK Radio Night, put your hands together when they get the victory photo. Ray's Place, Woodswaters, the doghouse. I've been to the doghouse. You all been to the doghouse? I've been to the doghouse. 44, Randy Lucas, your winner. And we're lined up for the bomber heats, with the late model makeup feature behind that. Chuck Hall and Brian Carrington up front. Chris Hicks and Dylan Wittig in row 2. Then Heather Thomas and Derek Hicks in row 3. Boy, time's a flying. Have you got your 50-50 tickets yet? Have you got a pork chop sandwich yet? Are you hungry, hungry, hungry? Head on down and get yourself pork chop and a nice 50-50 ticket. Pork chops are much tastier, I must admit. Let's go racing. It's Carrington, your early leader, with Dylan Wittig in second. Ah, the Carrington fan club is here. 71 Chuck Hall in third. Into turn number 4. This completes lap 1. Derek Hicks in the 56, your bomber point leader, running third right now. He and Chuck Hall exchanging some paint. Carrington gets a little bit loose in the backstretch in 27X. Dylan Wittig, your leader, and here is 56 Derek Hicks to second. What a beautiful evening to go racing here at the Bureau County Speedway. Dylan continues as your leader, with Derek in second and Brian Carrington third. The 27X car gets hooked up on the cushion, the high side, has to get out of the gas to recollect, but continues on as your leader. Thought that'd be the opportunity for the 56 car to try to make a pass. Now 2 laps to go. The folks from Sharp Action Video getting all the pictures of the races tonight. Look at that, the bumper's nearly collected on the backstretch. You can't get much closer. It'll be white flag for Bomber Heat Race number 1 this time through. Dylan Wittig, your leader, with 56. Derek Hicks in second, 99 Carrington. Then 71 Chuck Hall down the backstretch. Heather Thomas gets together with Chuck Hall on the backstretch. They're sideways and spinning at the checkered. Dylan Wittig, your winner, 56. Derek Hicks, 98. Brian Carrington. Heather Thomas moving slowly. Parts falling off the race car. She was involved in a crash with 71 Hall. Her car slows down. The 17 of Chris Hicks crosses the line. And we'll call an end to Bomber Heat Race number 1 on WAJK Radio Night. We like the continuous hits on the radio, not on the racetrack. Wind Power Electric is the sponsor, 27X. The driver, red, the color of the race car. Dylan Wittig, your winner. 1 to go green. Gary Wetzel and Steve Wetzel, 18 and 35. And 66 Jared Lee and 12 John Ryan. 21 Dave McCutcheon, 91 Gary Clark, and 31 Mike Shepard. Eight laps the distance. Status lights clear. Wetzel's up front. And the green. It's Gary on the inside, Steve on the high side, and the backstretch, the place for racing. Steve Wetzel in the purple 35 down the backstretch. Lots of good, clean racing tonight here at the Bureau County Speedway. Steve Wetzel, Gary Wetzel, then John Ryan. And Dave McCutcheon. Closest race, that third and fourth race with Ryan and McCutcheon. And we'll show them the green flag, which means 2 to go. 91 Gary Clark with a pass to 66 Jared Lee. 31 Mike Shepard also trying to make the move. That's farther back in the field. Ryan running third. It's 21 McCutcheon fourth, and they exchange a little paint and a little sheet metal as they'll get the white flag. Steve Wetzel, your leader. the checkered goes to Steve Wetzel, the feed store car. 18, Gary Wetzel. 21, Dave McCutcheon, and 12, John Ryan. Get your 50-50 tickets ready. We'll do the drawing after the first late model feature. That's next. So get your 50-50 tickets ready. The Feed Store and Watering Hole, Woodford Signs and Graphics, the Hitching Post, Heartland Auto Body, some of the sponsors for 35, Steve Wetzel. As they come on by behind the Faber Motors pace truck with a big wave and a cheer, ladies and gentlemen, the Bureau County Speedway proudly presents your sportsman feature. 1, 2, 3, everybody! Modifieds, we need your feature in line next, please. Modifieds, let's get your race cars in line. 20 laps the distance with 7, Corey Roque, and 00, Thomas Frank. Then 32, Jason Jaggers, and 67, Steve Oder. 38, Matt Moon. 24, DJ Richardson. 10, Brian Moon. And 91, Leon Cade. Those are the first 4 rows. Here come the sportsmen. Corey Roque, the early leader with Jason Jaggers, Moon, then Oder and Richardson, your top 5. Couple of cars spinning up in the turn, the R4 of Don Cole. '63, Bob Mueller. As the green flag drops, everybody gets a little sideways. The 10 Moon car tries to move one of the big farm tires back out of the speedway. There's the caution flag. It'll be a restart. Judy Schickel, Flip's mother, claims $416 in the 50-50. Congratulations to Judy Schickel. I bet you Flip's got some race car parts all picked out for Mother's Day, right? It's Corey Roque on the pole. Congratulations, Judy Schickel, your winner. Here they come. Our leader, Jason Jaggers, Steve Oder, then Cookie Wetzel and DJ Richardson. One to go. Jaggers, Oder, Wetzel, Richardson, Cade, Anderson and Moon, Lucas and Mueller, and the green. Richardson loops the 24 car. Corey Roque gets spun as well as we have another caution. The official photographer, videographer of the Bureau County Speedway, Sharp Action Videos. So Jason Jaggers, Steve Oder, Cookie Wetzel. 1, 2, 3, then racing Jason in fourth, and the tent Moon car. And 44, 63 Mueller, 91K, 7 Roque, 00 Franks, 24 Richardson the green. Here comes Cookie Wetzel on the high side. Brian Moon now jumps to third. Jaggers, your leader, Oder, second, Moon, third, Wetzel in fourth. Jaggers, 67 Oder, 10 Brian Moon. Lap traffic inside, in front. This could be a close one. 1 to go. DJ Richardson up on the wall on the front stretch. Caution. Stage is set for a great sportsman feature finish with 2 laps to go. Everybody all bunched up. Jaggers, Oder, Moon, and Wetzel, and the Dream. Anderson, Lucas, Mueller in the fray as well. Caution on the Speedway. Roki couldn't get it started on the front stretch. He comes to a stop up in turn 2. Could see a few extra race cars next week. Peoria Speedway has motorcycles next weekend. So if you love the motorcycles, head on down there. We'll have the race cars on Friday nights. Well, it describes it. 2-lap dash for cash. Here they come. Wetzel off the pace up in turn 2. Look at the battle for the lead. Left to go, and nobody knows who'll win. It's Jaggers protecting the low side from Steve Oder. Moon on the high side, and here's caution again. Well, since the white flag had been shown to the field, we have a winner on the caution. It's the caution checkered, and your winner in the 32, Jason Jaggers. On WAJK Radio Night. Jaggers brings it around. Yerger Machinery Sales, Callahan Seeds, sponsors on the car. The crew celebrates as well here on WAJK Night. Put your hands together for Jason Jaggers, your winner. Guy in the red shirt down there is John Spencer with WAJK Radio. And there's the presentation of the trophy. One to go. Mel Hooper and Tom Jensen, Marty Thompson, and Mark Verbeck. Jeff Maher and Robbie Verbeck, then Mike Garland and Carl Beatty, Paul Smith and Alan May, Tim Kimmery and Don Bell. 55, McMahill. Evans in the 33, not in the lineup right now. 20 laps the distance. Here come the modifieds. Marty Thompson, Mel Hooper, Jeff Maher, Mike Garland, and Tom Jensen, 1 through 5. Carl Beatty and Mark Verbeck, Ellen May, and Robbie Verbeck after that. The battle for second with Mel Hooper up high, Mike Garland to the inside. Second. The cross flags were halfway through. Tom Jensen underneath Mel Hooper. That's the battle for third. Marty Thompson leads the modified field. It's Garland and Hooper and Jensen. Maher and Verbeck side by side. Now Mike Garland looks up with a Coors Light scoreboard, sees 3 to go, and says, "Hey, Marty, let's go racing." Choose your favorites. Here they come, flying down the backstretch. Marty Thompson, Mike Garland, first and second. Now in 3 and 4. Here's the white flag. Hardly put a piece of paper between him. Now Garland leads down the backstretch. But Marty Thompson, already with a late model victory, says, "Come back here." Here they come to the checker, and it's Garland to winner, blocking Thompson in a great move. Thompson, then Hooper, then Mark Verbeck and Jeff Maher. A good blocking job on the front stretch as he slid right up. He's the leader. He was able to determine his own groove. He did a good job in doing it. In the G1 car, Ann's Garden Center, the auto stores, Napa Auto Parts, the sponsor, Highway Body as well, here on WAJK night. The G1, your winner, and a great job. Put your hands together and salute Mike Garland, your winner. Hey, there's Mike. Congratulations, Mike. And you'll see the drivers waving back to you. Without you, race fans, the drivers can't enjoy the sport they love the most. With a big wave and a cheer. 1, 2, 3, everybody! And look in there, each and every one of them waving back to you, race fans. The drivers salute to you, the race fan. Let's watch him down the backstretch. 25 laps, the status lights are clear. Ryan, Morgan, Catherine, Miller, Gray, Tuft, and the green! Spins on the front stretch. 04, Larry Yardley, S10, Junior Schickel, and 11, Michael Cardine caught up. Myers and Morgan, Cochran and Miller, Gray and Tuft, Thompson and York. Schickel and Todd Bennett. First 5 rows on the restart. Status lights are clear. Hey, I think we're going to go racing. T2 to the infield. I think he has a flat left front tire. Got a car spun in the turn, sitting at about the 1 and 2. A car in the bottom of 1 and 2. That's caution. And the field gets the 1 to go sign. Status lights are clear. throw. And obviously Yardley having some difficulty able to steer that vehicle with that tire gone awry. Mike Cothran and Steve Morgan, and Warren's the lead as we're back underway. Warren in the second, Miller to third, Thompson to fourth, then Byers, then Denny Gray, David Tufton, Joe Wyatt. We got a whole bunch of contact going on and a big recycling project in turn one. Cothran in charge of the field. Less than 5 to go now. Leads him down. Thompson. Morgan and Hunter. feature event tonight for the late models. The Otto Baum & Sons Contractors Race Engineer Components car number 75 pulls to victory lane here on WAJK Radio Night. Diversified Buildings also a sponsor. Street stocks are lining up. Bombers after them as Mike takes the helmet off. We'll ask you to salute our winner as he climbs on out. How about it for Mike Cawthron? It's the Street Stock feature field with Jason Rutledge and Buddy Boyd, Brian Lucas, Brian Cook, Todd Bellensiefan, Matt Polich, Randy Lucas, Bob Goodman, with a big wave and a cheer. These guys work very hard on their race cars too. How about it for your Street Stock field? Dedicated family members and crew members help keep these Street Stock cars racing each and every week. We've always got a good field of race cars here at the Bureau County Speedway. And it's not just one or two people that get the job done. It takes a crew in all of our racing divisions. Pass along a thank you. 15 laps, status lights clear, Jason Rutledge and Buddy Boyd. Nice, smooth, steady pace. Bombers, we need you lined up, please. Bombers to the pit road as the field comes around 3 and 4. Jason Rutledge, no, nails it to the floor. We're on the green. Just like we practiced earlier today, everybody is clear. We have some cars spinning, may have some parts back there. We'll take a caution and try it again. Let's try them again. Here they come. they come on by. 34, Brian Lucas, your leader. Maybe it was the 71 Buddy Boyd car. Now we've got the 10 car up in turn 2. Spun, that means caution. Well, we got to have a little closer than that. Bob Goodman jumps to the lead. Here's Matt Polich as he tries to advance on Brian Lucas. Randy Lucas is fourth, and the 76 of Eric Balancy. Whoa, the 34 car spins in front of the field all the way around and showing some good sportsmanship. 34, Brian Lucas, keeps it rolling. '76, Eric Balanciefen to the infield, and 34 Lucas spins it again in 1 and 2, tries to fire it up. No go, we have caution. With Goodman in the lead, it'll be 40 Polich and 34. Check it, 44 Lucas side by side, back to green. We lose more cones that way. Well, on the restart, everybody hit everybody. This keeps up, you and I can go out in the parking area, go get our cars and finish pretty well. It's been a bit of an enduro here for the street cars. And Bob Goodman's out front. Goodman, your leader. Polish in second. It's 44, Randy Lucas, and 34, Brian Lucas, third and fourth. As this field is stretched out all over the Speedway. Current point leader for the street stock division, down the backstretch in the lead. Stands down all the grief and takes home the feature tonight. Bob Goodman Jr. and Polish in second. Battle for third. Randy beats out Keith Lucas. Well, on WAJK radio tonight, the WAJK car comes home to Victory Lane. Tri-County Auto Parts, Superwash, Hardline Graphics, Thompson Seamless Gutters, Battery Plus, and WAJK Radio. One more feature to go. Here's your winner, Bob Goodman Jr. Big thanks to WAJK. Big thanks tonight to Martino's as well. Hey, Bob, congratulations. Bob Goodman, your winner. Some special gifts tonight as you leave from the folks at Martino's. Here on WAJK night with a big wave and a cheer, let's send down the bomber field. Look right inside those race cars. Those are the stars of the field in the bomber division. And they're ready to go at it. 12 laps the distance. The Faber Motors pace truck pulls to the infield. And Gary Wetzel and Brian Carrington in the front row. Steve Wetzel and Chris Hicks in row 2. It's John Ryan and Dylan Wittig in row 3. Dave McCutcheon, Heather Thacker in row 4. Then Gary Clark and Derek Hicks. Chuck Hall and Mike Shepard. I understand the 57 of Jamie Ballenseefen is scratched, and 66X of Jared Lee. So Wetzel and Carrington begin to accelerate into the turn. Here's the green. Boy, look at those front 3 cars. Clean and fast and 3 wide out of turn 4. Gary Wetzel in the 18, Steve Wetzel in the 35, 98 Brian Carrington. Dylan Wittig up to 4th in the 27X. Here come the Bombers. Although he's hung up on the outside, Carrington is hanging with the Wetzels. Down the backstretch they come. Wittig in 4th and John Ryan 5th, and your points leader, Derek Hicks, after that. Well, we got a couple of cars cars hooked up, the 91 and the 17. They bring caution. Gary Clark and Chris Hicks are all locked up here on the front stretch. And here's the green. Gary Wetzel in the 18, 35 Steve Wetzel in 27X. Dylan Wittig, 1, 2, 3. John Ryan in the 12 and Derek Hicks in the 56. Dave McCutcheon in the 21 and 91 Gary Clark. Boy, all of the Wetzel family race cars are always beautifully prepared race cars. Here's the white flag now for Steve Wetzel. Gary Wetzel second, then Dylan Wittig, John Ryan, and Derek Hicks. As the field takes the 1 to go flag. Now the final checker to the evening unfurled. Your winner is Steve Wetzel. Gary Wetzel second, Dylan Wittig, John Ryan, Derek Hicks, Dave McCutcheon. All in line after that. And even with our extra feature tonight, able to enjoy a good quick evening of racing. Here is the feed store and watering hole, Heartland Auto Body. Woodford Signs, car number 35. Eagle and turn it around here for the victory photo. Pizza Cellar and Thompson Automotive. Sponsors as well. As he climbs out, how about a big hand for Steve Wetzel, your winner? And thank you for joining us this evening. Thanks to John Spencer at WAJK. Kathy Casterison gets the victory photo. Swinging John. John Anderson will be here next week. We'll see you here too.